Do you always think about what could go wrong at your next presentation or in your relationship or at that new workplace? That situation where you do a lot of thinking about a particular topic or a situation excessively. You dwell your mind on it over a long period of time, over analyzing and analyzing. That's what we call overthinking. Let's talk about this. I am Dr. Saz, and this is your Habit Doctor podcast. Remember, the first episode, the second episode have been fantastic. This is the third episode, and we'll be looking at the 5 habits of overthinkers. Please like this page. Comment below, and I will surely respond to you. In fact, subscribe to this page on the YouTube at Dr. Osaz, DROSAZ. All right, so that you can receive all the notifications when new episodes are uploaded. And please share with all your loved ones, including your enemies. Why some people think that or believe that overthinking is helpful? Because it involves thinking or looking at a problem or at an issue from nearly every viewpoint possible, and even in anticipating future events. However, a lot of studies have shown that the opposite is the truth. In fact, research shows that overthinking as a habit is associated with hyperstress, anxiety, depression, and even post-traumatic stress disorder. Truth be told, everyone does overthink sometimes. But overthinking becomes a problem when it becomes repetitive, when it becomes excessive, when it becomes a mental exhaustion agent for you, when it begins to deny you sleep or distract you from all other productive things in your life, when it forces you to begin to second guess your decision, or fixated on things you cannot control, or it makes you begin to think of the worst possible scenario in every situation, then most likely overthinking has become a habit for you, and that is a huge problem. What do you do about overthinking if it's become a habit for you? But before you know what to do about overthinking as a habit, you got to know the 5 habits of overthinkers. These are habits that are common to people that have taken on overthinking as a habit. What are these 5 habits? So, here are the 5 habits of overthinkers that you need to be careful with, because oftentimes they happen subconsciously to a lot of people, and before they realize, it's become an automatic behavior, therefore contributing to their challenges with depression, with anxiety, or with hyperstress, or even causing post-traumatic stress disorder for them. Habit number 1. Overthinkers tend to have what we call the all or nothing form of thinking. So they believe that life is only white or black. If it's not white, then it's black. If their spouse does not smile at them, then it means that he is unhappy with them. If the interview does not lead to yes immediately, then it means it's gone wrong for them. People with this kind of all or none thinking tend to overthink, and they are candidates for anxiety issues. See, you must realize in life, we don't only have white and black colors. There are multiple colors between white and black. All right, the fact that something is not looking good does not mean it's necessarily bad. Number 2 habit that overthinkers do have is being problem. Overthinkers tend to be problem focused instead of solution focused. All right, how do I mean? So let's give you a scenario. A problem focused person will be thinking of an interview or a presentation in this pattern. I wish I do not have to go for this interview, or I wish I do not have to present. Oh, it cannot go the way I planned because so person is going to be present there. What if this happens? What if that happens? That's a problem-focused kind of mindset, and people like that are candidates for overthinking as a habit. Instead of being problem-focused, you got to be solution-focused. So, using the same scenario, having a presentation or an interview, a solution-focused person will think this way. Okay, I have this interview or this presentation and I have to face it, what do I need to know about these interviewers or the people I'm presenting to? What are the contents of the things or my slides that I need to present? What are the things expected of me? If it doesn't go according to plan, how do I handle that to be better prepared for the next one? That's a solution-focused thinker, and they are not prone to overthinking. The third habit of overthinkers that you must be aware of, so that if you're already a victim of it, you can deal with it now, is what I call the catastrophizing habit. These are people that think always of the worst possible scenario in every situation. So, in a new workplace or in a new relationship, they begin to ruminate on something they did or something they could do that can make everything go wrong. So they think this way. Let's create another scenario. If I don't get this job, or if I don't get a yes on this interview, it means that my chance of getting another interview or my chance of getting job is getting worse. And if my chance of getting job is getting worse, then my economy cannot improve. Then my relationship will suffer. My children will suffer. My health will suffer. They keep on catastrophizing, thinking about the worst possible scenario. This is where their mistake is. They don't realize that things don't often pan out the way we're thinking. It's just figments of our imagination. If they think about their last 10 years or 5 years, things they were worried sick about that never materialized, they realize that catastrophizing is just a way of your brain pranking you on a negative lane. The fourth habit that overthinkers actually practice and you must be aware of is what I call overgeneralizing. So, a mistake happened in the past, or they did something wrong, a random event in the past, but they begin to expect the future to pan out the same way the consequence of that past mistake happened. So perhaps they failed at an exam because they didn't prepare adequately. So by chance in the future, something happened that didn't make them prepare adequately. They begin to expect that same consequence that happened several years ago will happen again. That's overgeneralizing. And essentially, it is a habit you have cultivated over the years, and that is actually predisposing you to overthinking. It does not necessarily mean because something happened in the past and the consequence or the fallout is this, then it will be the same in the future. The last habit, which is the fifth habit of overthinkers that you must be aware of if you want to conquer, overcome overthinking, is what I call the control or certainty illusion. If you are the type of person that is a control freak, you must be certain about everything you're doing before you can make a move, before you can feel you are in control. Then you'll be a candidate for overthinking. The reality of life is this: no one on earth can be 100% certain of future events. No one on earth can be fully in control of situations or dynamics of situations that will happen to them. And holding on to the mentality that you must have 100% control or must be 100% certain is predisposing yourself to overthinking as a habit, and you most likely be a candidate for anxiety issues. So you've got to wake up every day and tell yourself, it's okay not to really be in full control of everything. I will plan, but even if I'm not in full control of everything, it's okay. It's normal. It's human. It's okay not to be certain in every situation. But whatever life brings, I'm capable. I've been equipped enough to deal with it. These are the 5 habits of overthinkers, and if you can do without them, and if you're already practicing them, if you can learn to break them, then you can push depression, anxiety, or hyperstress far away from you. In the next episode, I will be sharing with you some classical tips of how to break these overthinking habits. Watch out for the next episode of Your Habit Doctor with Dr. Osas. Thank you for watching, and remember, you are unstoppable. Please don't forget, like this page, comment below, share with your networks, and do subscribe to our page on YouTube at Dr. Osas at DROSAZ.